The second half of the first round of the Only the Strong tournament is about to begin. And making his way into the arena now, something of a homecoming for Athens, Greece's own Legionarius. Of course, representing the faction known here in the XWA as World's Finest. And his goal in this tournament is quite simple: to bring the XWA Pure Championship into the fold of World's Finest, who already has control of the XWA National Championship, held of course by Union King. Legionarius, half-brother of the current reigning XWA World Champion, Orion. So, championship gold is pretty much surrounding him in just about every aspect here in the XWA, aside from the fact that he has yet to hold championship gold himself, much like the rest of the grid here we've seen so far in this tournament. His opponent is a man that he should be fairly familiar with, as they faced off against each other just a few days ago in an exhibition tag team match. Of course, I speak of Brooklyn's own Jesse Rison. And the story behind Rison has already been documented. Former national champion, underwent training at the School of Hardcore, I should say, trained by John Payne, now training under Magnus von Schwartz, who is also a participant in this tournament. Looking to make a bigger name for himself here in the XWA and in core wrestling in general. A big step will be here in the Only the Strong tournament against a pretty big opponent in the form of Legionarius. And now the referee calls for the bell. This match begins. Both men standing in opposite ends of the corner. Legionarius now center ring, collar and elbow tie up. Rison sort of feeling out the much larger, much more powerful Legionarius, who will definitely be looking to use that power to his advantage throughout this match. A little more on Legionarius, obviously, as I said. Half-brother of the world champion Orion, both of whom's father, a man who goes by the name of Otto Marstorius, is a legend in the grappling arts, as Legionarius kind of showing off a little bit, kind of uncharacteristic of him. Rison countering that attempt at a haymaker into a knee to the face, and using all of his power to get Legionarius over into that T-bone suplex. Flying clothesline now by Rison. And another one to the back of the head of Legionarius. Following up with a calf kick. And Jesse Rison doing what it is that he needs to do to get control of this match. And that is use his athleticism, his quickness. Rison probably the best pure athlete in the entire XWA. And that can certainly benefit him in a pure rules environment. Still very much a work in progress. Trying to hone his craft. Mixing athleticism, technique, some power, and of course, street tactics. The kid is from Brooklyn after all, so he definitely knows how to fight. He's in for one here tonight, however, as Legionarius drives him face first into his knee. Just manhandle him right there. big time German suplex, popping the hips and throwing Rison over like he was nothing. Side headlock now. And amateur style takedown from Legionarius, following up with a leg drop. And Legionarius in control of this matchup in the early going. Dragging Rison into the corner now. And connecting with a series of hard clotheslines. Do you see the size of Legionarius' arms? Getting hit from that range by muscles that big has got to be very uncomfortable. And Legionarius now, first pinfall of the match. Rison kicks out at 2. Legionarius immediately on the follow with a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Like I said, folks, he is as technically sound as you will ever see in a big man, stemming pretty much from his upbringing, his training from childhood in the grappling arts, along with his half-brother Orion. But Rison now, showing off what he can do with a series of strikes there. He's got Legionarius reeling, and a beautiful neck breaker right there. Neck breaker variation. Rison trying to build some steam here. Legionarius in the corner. And we know what this is. We've seen it last time. This is one of his signature maneuvers, a springboard clothesline that he calls High Rison. And that's usually the setup for the Rison fall, but wait, no. Legionarius had that one well scouted. And oh God, choke slam. One step ahead is Legionarius, and he delivers a bone-crunching choke slam, following up with a flapjack, not going for the pinfall, trying to wear his man down to the point where he cannot kick out. But maybe Legionarius wasting a little bit of time. That has definitely come back to bite a couple of people so far in this tournament. Legionarius taking the back again. Headbutt and a front neck chancery. That's a very fundamental move right there. Just throwing Rison over into the corner. And being in the corners in pure rules matches is dangerous ground, because you don't have the luxury of rope breaks that can help you escape from submission maneuvers or even pinfalls in the corners. So pretty much the entire ring is a battleground. And another one of those hatch snap suplexes by Legionarius, who has suddenly regained control of this match. For the most part, Legionarius has imposed his will on Jesse Rison. Argentine backbreaker. It looks like Legionarius is going to try to finish this one off now. Picking a spot. Up goes Rison and down for a powerbomb. Second one. And a trifecta. Legionarius calls that the aggressor powerbomb, and it's certainly fitting of its name. Is it enough to advance him though? No, Rison kicking out at 2 again. And that is amazing intestinal fortitude by Rison. But what a shot right there. Clothesline, folding him, flipping him over. And you can see either fatigue or frustration on the face of Legionarius, who just cannot, for whatever it is that he's done, been able to put Rison away. 2 pinfalls, 2 kickouts, And now 2 aggressor power bombs. Yes. And down for the second time is Rison. Another pinfall attempt by Legionarius, and Rison kicks out yet again. There is no doubt that these men know exactly what is at stake here in this tournament. And Rison is not going to go without a fight, even though he takes a back body drop right there. But wait a second, just like that, Rison with a knee slam of his own. Jesse Rison fighting back now. Drop kick. Opposite rope, and another one of those flying clotheslines. Nicely done by Rison. And here goes Rison, double underhook, backbreaker. Now Rison up to the top rope. What's he going to do here? Connecting with a moonsault. Once again, putting that athleticism on display. Another double underhook. And this time, it's a double underhook suplex. Rison feeling the effects of the onslaught by Legionarius, however. But that is not stopping him. 2 leapfrogs. And another flying clothesline. Legionarius feeling it now. He is groggy. And that's going to open up the opportunity for Rison to hit the Rison fall. Could this be the end of the match? 1, 2. No, Legionarius kicking out now at the count of 2. And wow, what a shot that was. That right hand just rocked him. And Rison follows up with an enziguri. And once again with a double underhook into a second backbreaker. Jesse Rison is definitely on point right now. Looking to advance in this first round, but just when it looked like he was about to get something going, Legionarius knocks him for a loop and shows off his power with a double underhook suplex of his own. Oh, and a knee slam right to the forehead. That had to hurt. Here's Legionarius to the opposite corner now, whipping Rison. Top rope now. What's going to happen here? Rison with the counter. And another flying clothesline. This one from the top rope. Rison whipping Legionarius into the corner again. Both men trading shots. A second high Rison. And Jesse Rison trying to figure out how it is that he is going to put this match away. Legionarius now to the top turnbuckle. And Rison on the follow. Another double underhook suplex. This time from the top rope. And that has got to be it. Legionarius has got to be feeling the effects of that one. Oh my God. What the? Maybe not. He just caught Rison in midair with a choke slam. Oh my goodness. That was just unbelievable. And Legionarius, once again, a third aggressor powerbomb here. I don't know how many of those Rison is going to be able to withstand. Here's the cover. 1, 2. And it looks as if Rison couldn't take any more. Legionarius advances. Let's take a look at the closing moments there. Legionarius catching Rison mid-air with that choke slam. And then delivers the third aggressor powerbomb of this match. do not fault Jesse Rison for not being able to kick out from that. And so Legionarius will advance to the second round, one step closer to achieving victory and the pure championship. Once again, Jesse Rison gave his all in this match, but Legionarius could not be denied in front of this hometown crowd here in Greece. And here you see the updated tournament brackets. Legionarius advancing to the second round. He will face the winner of the next match, which will be Hamid Aziz versus the German shooter Magnus von Schwartz.